Brunch week this week over in La Liga. That's, of course, Barcelona take on Atlético. Could it be a title decider? We'll take a little look next. Back once again with another prediction show. Today we take a look at match number 35 over in La Liga, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash the old subscribe. You bang up to the little things, Blackburn Rovers related, La Liga related, Dinosaur Land related. We got it all here under one roski. That's right, boys and girls. Of course, yes, crunch time. Third place Barcelona take on Atlético. Of course, winner could go top of the pops. We'll take a look at that, of course, in a minute. A big shout out to the VIPs. Who are the bloody VIPs? I'm talking about the patrons, boys and girls. Thank you for your continued support behind the scenes on the Patreon. Of course, if you are interested as well, become the latest member of that Patreon. Check out the link down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. For as little or as much as you like, pals. You could go for as small as an instant cup of coffee. I'm talking the instant stuff. But of course, you could go the Starbucks worth and go a little bit more if you want to. But make sure you check it out, patreon.com/Roverseas. But anyway, let's get cracking. Take a look at how we all got on last time around, of course, which was match number 34. It all took place starting on Thursday, 29th of April. It was Barcelona up against Granada. But guess what? Barcelona fluffed their lines. Actually, went the 2-1 win myself for Barcelona on this one. But unfortunately, it went 2-1 the other way. Darwin matches on the score with Giorgio Molina as well. Lionel Messi, of course, getting the goal scoring up and running with, of course, Barcelona. But unfortunately, they lost for them. Celta Vigo up against Levante ended up as a 2-0 win. My picks on the left, the real deals on the right. Goals to Celta Vigo with Reyes, Mendes on the score sheet, Augusto Solari as well. Giving Celta Vigo the 3 points on that one. Eibar against Alavés ended up as a 3-0 win for Eibar. Big win for them, of course. Kike Garcia with a hat-trick to give Eibar a bit of hope down the foot of the table there, of course, but we'll see how far they got to do next. I went with the 1-0 with Alavés on that one. I mean, Elche against Atlético Madrid, they did lost, which of course is a Brucey bonus for Atlético Madrid. A bit unlucky. Atletico on that one had a goal ruled out. Maybe I think they had some other issues along the game. Marcos Llorente on the score sheet for Atletico, giving them the win. I actually went the 2-0 win myself. Meanwhile, Huesca, they also did themselves a huge favour with a 1-0 win over Sociedad. I actually went the 2-0 win for my boys, but unfortunately they lost. Ates and Scududo, again, a big fat OG giving Huesca the win. Of course, they also moved the chains as well. Real Madrid against Osasuna ended up as a 2-0 win for Real Madrid. I went with a 3-0 win, of course. This was also on Saturday. Eder Militano on the score with Casemiro as well, giving Real Madrid the W. Meanwhile, into Sunday's game, Valladolid against Betis, of course. That was a 1-1 draw, that's right. Goal scoring for Arthur Rubial for Betis. Sean Wiseman getting the goal score sheet for Valladolid in a 1-1 draw. I showed the 1-0 win myself for Valladolid. Meanwhile, Villarreal up against Getafe ended up as a 2-1 win. That was my pick, actually. 1-0 win was the real deal. That was also on Sunday, the 2nd of May. Yeri and Pinino on the score sheet for, of course, Villarreal, giving them the 3 points as well, of course, up in the top end of the table. Of course, meanwhile, Granada against Cadiz. Unfortunately, Granada couldn't follow up their win against Barcelona. They lost to Cadiz with a 1-0 win in the end. Goals coming from Ruben Sobrino on the score sheet with Roberto Soldado got himself sent off for Granada towards the end of the game. Meanwhile, Barcelona did beat Valencia, though. 3-2 was the final score on that badger. Actually, with a 2-0 win myself. Goals, of course, Messi with the brace, Griezmann with the goal as well, Gabriel Paulista and Carlos Soler on the goal score sheet for Valencia. And then wrapping up, it was Bilbao's 1-0 win over Sevilla. That was Monday Night Football, of course, on 3rd of May. Inaki Williams with a 19-minute winner, giving Bilbao 3 points. Brother, we'll take a look at the table in a minute. Of course, we'll take a look at how you guys got on with these picks. You know the deal right here, right now. Of course, it's Shane O'Donnell did absolutely good for himself. Of course, Barcelona also did great. Ibn Shadonis also did alright. Oh, I'm sure also did bits. RJ52 not too bad. Of course, AJ24 not bad either. Gaming Charlie did bits. Russell Frost also kicked ass and took some names. Yusuf115 did okay. Costas K, he did okay. Janik Seifert also did great. Buster also did good as well. Hans Wells not too shabby. Of course, Luka Kaderovich also did good. James BCFC, great, you did good. Of course, the Magic Money also did good with an edit. Alex Well also did good, okay. Jonathan Liu, he did alright as well. Vincent Hong did bits. And also kicked ass and took some names. Jacob Numgare, he's okay, of course, kicking ass as well. What about the table for this week? Let's take a look at it. If your name is Janik Seifert, in fact, a whole bunch of you is there with 4. I'm not even going to read yours out. But of course, if your name's Hans Wells, Alex Well, Jonathan Liu, or Jacob Numgare, you are okay. In fact, you are wearing the crown, boys and girls, for match day number 34. How about, of course, the Kingpins right here right now? And it is still a runaway lead. It's not actually a runaway lead. It's only just the 2 points of Magic Monday with the lead. But of course, Alex Weller not too far away either. Near is Yannick Bassal, Matt Gunner, Costas K. They're all in the mix. Of course, we've got ourselves a bit of a banger on our hands. I'm looking for Matt Gunner on here. Do I see Matt Gunner? Did he have the day off? Did I see? Who else do I not see in there? Is that true? Did Matt Gunner have the weekend off? I can't see him. I cannot see him. Yannick Bussler, do I see you? Yes, I do see you. Costas K, do I see you? Yes, I do see you. Alex Weller, yes, you did very, very well for himself, but no Matt Gunner, which is very, very strange, of course. But anyway, of course, that's the situation as it stands. It is a very, very tight race. You could even go as far as down, maybe even as far as Gaming Charlie in with a hunt. I think top 7 race, really, Hansworth's a little bit too far gone for the time being. I don't see no Hansworth either. So, yeah, it's as it is right now, of course. Let's take a look at the table as it stands. Atletico Madrid have 2-point clearance over Real Madrid, who are level on points with, of course, Barcelona. Sevilla, though, 4 points adrift of 3rd and 2nd place. Too little, too late for them, perhaps. Of course, Sociedad nowhere near. As for the table, Eibar going down, also Elche and Huesca at the minute. Valladolid, Alavés, and maybe even Getafe still in the hunt. That could go down. But anything can happen, of course, into match number 35. So here we go. These are the games that we're going to take a look at. Of course, us kicking it off with Sociedad up against Elche on Friday night. It'll be, of course, in Sociedad. Played each of the last 6. 3 for Sociedad, 2 for Elche, and 1 draw last time around. In Sociedad was a 3-0 win for Sociedad back in November 2014. Carlos Vela with a hat-trick, of course, back in the day. They also played this season, of course, in Elche. It was also a 3-0 win for Sociedad. Elche, though, failing to win 26 last 29 matches in La Liga. They also conceded at least 2 goals in 7 last 8 away matches heading into this. Elche just 1 win and 6, of course. That one was against Levante, a couple of games that. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat against Sociedad was against Huesca, which was a bit of an upset, of course. Look at the bookies odds on this one. What do we have on this? We have a Sociedad 2-1 on for the victory, 30-2 is Elche, 14-5 is the draw. Of course, Huesca, where are you? Where are you? Actually, at the foot of the table right here, right now, actually in 18th. But for them, they can move up to 16th. After Sociedad, they're in 5th, and for them, they can move closer to 4th in the end. Sociedad will get back to winning ways with a 2-0 win over Elche. Next, of course, Alavés. Stevie Wotsa, of course, up against Levante. Of course, played the last 6. 4 wins for Alavés, of course, 1 Levante, and 1 draw as well. Last time around, and Alavés was 1 win for Alavés back in August 2019. Just on the score sheet back in the day. It also mentioned that this season, of course, it was a 1-1 draw back in November in Levante. Of course, Levante, though, losing 6 of the last 7 matches in La Liga. Also fails to score in 5 of the last 7 matches as well heading into this. Levante 4 defeats on the spin. In fact, just 1 win in the past 6 games. 1 win was against Eibar, of course. Just 1 defeat in the past 5 for DPT Alavés. That was against Eibar just the other day. Of course, prior to that, they were unbeaten in 4. 2 wins and 2 draws to boot. Quick look at the bookies odds on this one. What do we have on this? We have Alavés coming to even Stevens for the victory. 5-2 is draw. 30-5 is your Levante. Levante coming to sitting pretty in around 13th spot, but a win for them, they can move up to 11th. As for Alavés, still in relegation, question mark around them, 16th spot at the moment, but a win for them, they can move up to 15th in the table. Going to go with a 1-1 draw on this one, of course, point split right at the middle. Doesn't really separate, doesn't really give Alavés the boost, but of course, it's another step closer to safety. Next, of course, we have Barcelona up against Atletico Madrid. It is 3rd up against 1st, and of course, a winner for either of these 2 sides, they could go top, and a win for Atletico Madrid, they could open up, of course, a bit of a points cushion. Anyway, they played for the last 6, of course, 2 wins apiece and 2 draws last time around in the Camp Nou. Was a 2-2 draw back in, of course, June 2020. Goals from Saul Niguez with a couple of penalties there. Diego Costa with a big fat OG. Lionel Messi also on the score sheet for, of course, Barcelona. They also played this season in Madrid. It was a 1-0 win for Madrid back in November, of course. Barcelona winning 16 last 19 matches heading into this. Of course, Atletico Madrid just 1 defeat the past 5 for them now, having responded after a little bit of a blip. The 1 defeat was against Bilbao. Meanwhile, of course, Barcelona losing to Granada a couple of games back as well. But what's going to be on the offering for this one? Of course, bookies odds on this one, 4-3 on for is your Barcelona, 7-2 is your away win, 11-4 is your draw. Of course, a win for Barcelona, they could go top by a point. As for Atletico Madrid, they could open up a, 5-point cushion over Barcelona if they get over the line. Unfortunately, I think Barcelona will nick this one, but I really want Atletico Madrid to win. Of course, Cádiz up against Huesca. Let's take a look at this one now, shall we? Of course, played for the last 6, 2 is for Cádiz, 1 with Huesca, 3 draws last round in Cádiz was back in 2019 in the Segunda Division. It was a 1-0 win in, and of course, October it was. Anthony Lozano on the score sheet, giving Cádiz the win. They also played this season, of course, in Huesca. It was a 2-0 win for Cádiz as well. In fact, Cádiz 4 games unbeaten against Huesca. They got to go back to 2017 for Huesca's last victory over Cádiz. Meanwhile, Huesca, though, failing to win 22 of the last 24 matches away from home. Heading into this, just 1 win the past 4 games for Huesca. That was against Sociedad just the other day. Meanwhile, just 1 win the past 4 games for Cádiz. That was against Granada. Prior to that, there was a couple of draws and a defeat knocking around for, of course, Cádiz. Meanwhile, the bookies odds on this one, 12-5 is Cádiz, 21-10 is your draw, 5-4 is your away win. That is Huesca. Huesca are, of course, in the relegation zone. With them, they can move up to 16th. As for Cádiz, they're in 12th. And with them, they can move up to 11th. Going to go with a 1-0 win for Cádiz on this one. Huesca look doomed. Bilbao take a look at Osasuna this weekend, of course, on Saturday, the 8th of May. Played each other the last 6. 2 wins for Bilbao, 3 for Osasuna, and 1 draw last round, of course, in Bilbao. Was a 1-0 win for Osasuna. back in February 2020. The goal scorer on that day was, of course, Uja Sanjuro on the score sheet, giving them the win. Meanwhile, they also played each other this season in Osasuna. It was a 1-0 win for Osasuna as well. So back-to-back 1-0 wins, back-to-back clean sheets against Bilbao. However, Bilbao undefeated in the last 8 home matches heading into this. Of course, they did suffer 1 defeat in the past 6 games. That was against Bilbao in the Spanish Cup. As for Osasuna, back-to-back defeats for them, looking to get back into winning ways, or back to getting points anyway. Look at the bookies odds. Bilbao 5-4, and for the victory 25 is draw 50-4 is your Osasuna. Osasuna are actually in 11th. Over them, they can move closer to 10th. As for Bilbao, they're in 9th, and for them, they can move up to 8th in the table. 2-0 win for Bilbao on this one, 3 points in the bag. Move the chains. Getafe up against Eibar now. Of course, played to the last 6-3 for Getafe, nothing for Eibar, and 3 draws last round in. Getafe was in fact a 1-1 draw. In fact, the past 2 games have been back-to-back draws. Of course, the game with the goals, of course, was a 1-1 draw back in June 2020. Goals coming from Ojakuna Atubo on the score, with Charles getting on the goal score sheet for Eibar. They also played each other this season, also a 0-0 draw in Eibar back in November. Eibar, though, losing 6 of the last 7 away matches heading into this, and Getafe, though, failing to score in 5 of the last 7 home matches as well. Just 1 win the past 6 games for Getafe. That was, of course, against Huesca. Meanwhile, just 1 win the past 6 games for Eibar. That was against Deportivo Alavés just the other day. Look at the bookies odds on this one. We have Getafe coming at you 11-10 for the victory, 200% draw, 40-5 is your Eibar. Eibar coming into this in 20th, but for them they could close in onto Elche in 19th. As for Getafe, they're actually in 15th right now, but for them they can move up to 14th in the end. I think Getafe will nick it. Eibar are in trouble. Valencia up against Real Valladolid now. Of course, played for the last 6-3 for Valencia, not for Valladolid, and 3 draws last round in Valencia. It was a 2-1 win for Valencia back in July 2020 in lockdown. Of course, Maxi Gomez, Lee Kangin as well on the score sheet for Valencia. Victor Garcia getting on the goal score sheet for Valladolid. They also played this season, of course, in Valladolid. It was a 1-1 win for Valencia as well. Valencia, though, of course, unbeaten in the last 6 occasions against Valladolid in all comps. Valladolid, though, have drawn actually the last 4 games heading into this. Valencia, though, scoring at least 2 goals in 5 of the last 6 home matches as well. They've also conceded at least 2 goals in 5 of the last 6 matches as well. Heading into both teams without a win in at least 6 games. However, Valladolid coming to this unbeaten in the last 4. Of course, picking up 4 draws on the spin. As for Valencia, they've also they've actually I don't know, I'm going to say, yeah, they're just in shit form. But a lot of draws knocking around between these two sides, of course. Heading into this, but the bookies are 21-20 is your Valencia, 11-4 is your away win, 11-5 is the draw. Valladolid currently find themselves in 17th, but a win for them, they can move up to 15th. Valencia are actually in 14th, and a win for them, they can move up to as high as 13th in the table. Valencia will next one, 2-1 win at home, 3 points in the bag. Next up, we have Villarreal up against Celta Vigo, of course. Let's get into this one now, shall we? Of course, played each other the last 6, 3 wins apiece, no draws last round in Villarreal. It was a 3-1 win for Celta Vigo back in, of course, November 2019. Goals coming from Pierre Sisto, Ego Aspas with the brace, Shamir Chakwizi on the score sheet for Villarreal back in the day. They also played this season, of course, in Celta Vigo as a 4-0 win for Villarreal back in Jan. Heading into this back-to-back wins for Celta Vigo, beating the likes of Osasuna and Levante. In fact, just 1 defeat the past 4 games, and 1 defeat was against Real Sociedad. Meanwhile, back-to-back wins for Villarreal, beating Arsenal and also beating Getafe in quick succession. They'll take on Arsenal once again this week to see if they can get through to the Europa League final. We'll have to see about that. Of course, the bookies odds 21-20 for Villarreal, 5-2 is your draw, 12-5 is your Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo currently find themselves in 10th, but with them they can move up to 8th. As for Villarreal, they're in 6th right now, but with them they can move up to 5th. I've gone with a 2-0 win for Villarreal. Move the bloody chains, of course. Let me just get ready on this one. I think I missed one here. Of course, it is Real Madrid taking, of course, Sevilla this weekend. Another big one here. Of course, played to the last 6-4 for Real Madrid, 2 for Sevilla. No draws last round in Madrid. Was a 2-1 win for Madrid. Back in, of course, January 2020. Goals from Casemiro with a brace. Luke de Jong on the score sheet for Sevilla. They also played this season in Sevilla. Back in, of course, December. Was a 1-0 win for Madrid as well. You're going to go back to, of course, 2018 for Sevilla's last victory over Real Madrid, but that was in Sevilla as well. Madrid, though, winning 19 last 24 matches in La Liga. They also kept a clean sheet in the last 4 as well. Sevilla, though, have actually won the last 3 away matches on the road with a 1-goal margin as well in those wins. Just 1 defeat the past 6 games for Sevilla. That was against Bilbao just the other day. Prior to that, was 5 wins on the spin. As for Real Madrid, just 2 wins the past 5 games, beating the likes of Cádiz and also beating the likes of Osasuna. But of course, draws all over the place for Real Madrid on this one. Look at the bookies odds. Real Madrid 11-10 for the victory, 5-2 is draw, 23-10 is your Sevilla. Sevilla currently find themselves in 4th, and for them they can close it in on 2nd. As for Real Madrid, they could go top, of course, with, of course, 1st and 3rd locking horns as well. Real Madrid will next one 3-1 win at home to take the 3 points, and then wrapping up be Real Betis up against Granada, of course. Play each other on Monday night. It'll be the 10th of May. They, of course, beat at Betis. So they played each other in the last 6 games. 1 win for Betis, 3 for Granada, and 2 draws. That's the round in Betis with a 3-2 win scrap. That was a 2-2 draw back in, of course, June 2020 last season. Goals coming from, who were you? Sergio Canales on the score sheet, Christian Cello as well. Carlos Fernandez, Roberto Soldado getting the goal scoring sheet for Granada. Betis, though, have actually drawn the last 6 matches heading into this. Of course, 6 games unbeaten for Real Betis, but they've all been draws. They are the draw specialists, picking up 9 draws so far. As for Granada, they come into 3 wins and 3 defeats, but the past 6 games, really hot and cold kind of form. We don't know what you're going to get. As for the bookies odds on this one, we have Real Betis scores 4-3 on for the victory, 27-10 is your draw, 7-2 is your Granada. Granada coming to this in 8th right now, but a win for them could close in on 7th. As for 7th, that is Real Betis, and a win for them, they could move up as high as 5th in the table. I've gone with a win for Real Betis on this one. Granada, unfortunately, I think they're in a bit of a rut right now, aren't they? 2 defeats in the past 3 games. But anyway, that's what I think will happen. Of course, be sure to get your picks in nice and early for this, as we'll come back, of course, for match number 36 in quick succession. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash your thumbs up and smash your subscribe if you're new. And even if you didn't like it, smash your thumbs up as well to give a big old boost for the old algorithm. We're trying to grow the channel over the next few weeks and months, heading into, of course, a hectic summer. So hopefully you can join me along the ride. We've got Copa America, we've got Euro 2020, we've got the Gold Cup, and we've got plenty more content on the channel. So make sure you stick around for that. But until then, make sure you get your picks in, of course, for the next round of the Prediction League. Until then, though, I'll see you all soon for the next one.